beneath the crescent desert skies, where golden dunes like oceans rise, a prince was born with falcon's flight. His heart aflame, his soul alight. The world admired his noble grace, the poet's hand, the writer's pace. But though his crown was bright, divine, his heart still longed for love's design. The courtiers spoke of ties and lands, of kingdoms joined by marriage bands. For royalty is bound to choose not always love, but paths of use. And thus the wedding bells were rung, the poets praised, the ballads sung. A princess fair, of noble name, arrived to share his royal flame. The kingdom cheered, the streets adorned, the desert bloomed, the palace warmed. A union grand, both proud and true. But something hid from public view. For though he smiled, and played the part, a secret echoed in his heart. A love unspoken, deep, concealed. A wound the throne could not have healed. His marriage stood as law decreed, a bond of power, a royal need. Yet whispers brushed the desert air, that love still searched, still lingered there. And Hamdan, prince of noble art, carried a silence in his heart. For love, though bound by golden ring, is not a bird with broken wing. He rode at dawn through desert wide, a falcon soaring by his side. In secret poems, soft and true, he wrote of love the world once knew. The palace shone with marble glow, yet in his heart, a restless flow. For love, though dressed in royal chains, still whispered softly in his veins. At night he wrote, by candles' flame, the verses none but stars could claim. He inked a truth he could not tell, a silent fire, a secret spell. The world believed his life was whole, a prince fulfilled, a sovereign role. But deep within, a question grew. Was duty all, or love still true? A maiden lives beyond the court, her soul a song, her gaze a fort. Not born to crowns, nor thrones of might, yet in her eyes, he saw the light. He met her once by chance alone, a fleeting hour, a tender tone. Her laughter danced like desert rain, her kindness soothed his hidden pain. From that brief hour, his soul was torn between the vow that he had sworn, and love so fierce, it dared defy the laws of earth, the gaze of sky. The whispers rose in market squares. Another love? Another snare? But none could see, nor comprehend the depth of fate that would not bend. For though his crown was bound by law, he followed what his heart foresaw. And so a second vow was made, a love no power could degrade. The bells once more began to sing, the desert winds new songs did bring. A bride not dressed in wealth's display, but crowned by love in pure array. The court was shocked, the nobles stirred, the whispers spread with every word. How strange! How bold! What fate is this? A double bond? A love amiss? Yet Hamdan stood with steady flame. No fear, no doubt, no sense of shame. He raised her hand before the crowd, and spoke the truth in voice so loud. Love is no crime, nor chain, nor fear. Love is the reason we are here. One bond is duty, law, and throne. The other, heart, that is my own. So judge me not by common eyes, for truth wears many deep disguise. 2 vows I keep, yet one I prove, that life is empty without love. The people gasped, the silence deep. The poets stirred from ancient sleep. A prince so bold, to stand, declare that love was stronger than the glare. And so the tale began to rise, of double vows beneath the skies. A shocking truth, a royal scar, that love can reach where thrones can't bar, the desert winds began to tell. A tale the world would guard so well, of Hamdan's choice, both bold and rare. 2 vows of love the world must bear. The courtiers shook their heads in doubt. The whispers spread the truth about. How can a prince, so wise, so just, Divide his heart, betray his trust? But truth is not a crown of stone, nor bound by rules the court has known. For in his chest, 2 rivers flowed, 2 streams of love, both strong, both bold. The first was duty, calm, refined, a bond of state, of law, of mind. The second wild, a burning flame, a love untamed, without a name. And Hamdan, prince of noble fire, could not deny his heart's desire. He chose not wealth, nor rule, nor fame, but love that lit his soul with flame. The world declared it strange, unjust, yet he replied, love's vow is trust. If one can give the heart away, it blooms again another day. The shocking truth they failed to see: love is not bound to one decree. It grows, it bends, it dares, it fights. It walks in shadows, claims its rights. For what is crown if love is gone? What is the throne to stand upon? A prince without his beating heart is just a player with no part. The bride stood tall, the world amazed. Their strength like stars the desert praised. No rivalry, but truth they knew, that love was vast, and hearts are too. The shocking reason, clear as flame, was not of scandal, nor of shame, but that his soul could not divide the love he carried deep inside. And so the kingdom learned that night a lesson carved in desert light, that sometimes fate will break the mold and write new truths the bards have told. The poets sang of double vows, of love that bends but still allows. A man, though crowned, still dared to be a captive to love's mystery. And time would pass, the tales would grow. The desert winds would always know that Hamdan's heart, though bound in 2, was fierce, was loyal, was pure, was true. For shocking truths the world may fear, but love alone makes vision clear. 2 marriages, 2 paths combined, yet one great love, one royal mind. And in the end, the world could see that love defines eternity.